This is evidence. This is a dying man's statement. Not exactly a dying man's statement, man, but I just want to clear a couple of things up here because I'm getting a bit paranoid thanks to thanks to the drugs and all that, but also thanks to some feedback from dear friends of mine. And I just want to go on record and say, man, the only thing I knew about Facebook 2 weeks ago was that I wanted to kill the bastard that made it, so it gets killed the planet, man, and all the people texting each other, so they're talking to each other, even fucking middle-aged people my age, grown-ups that are the same, have all been conformatized, in my opinion. I know everyone knows how I feel about anyone that messes with kids. They should die, mate. If I was the Prime Minister, the first thing I'd do, apart from making Tory Black my wife and Sasha Knox my wife, and yes, I'm talking to you women, men, check Sasha Knox out in private, mate. You will know what I mean. I've spoken to my Elvis of fucking pornography, man. That woman has driven me insane for years, and she's almost my mate. Facebook is crazy, but I thought I was limiting my shit to fucking porn chicks only, mate. I had no idea the whole world was seeing it, and for damn sure kids. But for adults out there, all you fucking seeing is what you see every day when you look in the mirror, lads, or all you're seeing grown women with a mind of your own, liberated women who are just normal people and have a right to do what they want to do. All you're seeing is something that you think about now and again. No intention of kids seeing any of this. That is absolutely not my intention. That's a massive mistake. Blame it on the drugs, blame it on the mad cunt doing it. Last thing I intend to do, I just want to make that clear. Again, an important point. My sex addiction for females is as strong as anything. Anything. And when I hear paedophiles, what I've heard, it's said that paedophiles, oh, well, I can't control my urges. Well, I don't rape every woman I see on the bus, mate, because I'd never do such a thing. It's fucking disgusting. I'd rather go and have a wank, or hence spend my fucking every penny I earn on paying for it, which I don't think I should be doing, because I know I'm a sexy man, and I know I've got a fucking blinding personality, and I know if this was 20 years ago, I'd have women knocking the fucking door down. But everyone, in my opinion, is just worried about what Facebook thinks. And I want to say thanks to Facebook for giving me a couple of fucking chances as well, mate. Honestly, if the one man, you come high enough, you always come to one man. If the one man that runs the show, as far as Facebook and YouTube is listening, I do apologise if I'm going too far. I'd appreciate feedback, man, because this is really helping me. Like, you can ask anyone. You can ask my doctors, you can ask my mum, you can ask my fucking mate Ross has seen this whole journey. I think he's starting to understand what an addict is now, and I'm not like what he thought, but he's a good man, mate. And sorry to hear about your job situation, Ross. I didn't realise, you know what I mean, mate, this is a selfish illness, man. If it is an illness, I do think, I sit here thinking, when I don't get a view in 20 seconds, I think they're not even fucking interested, and it makes me want to do something. I'm a fucking lunatic, but I know I'm alright. I know I'm alright. I figured it out, man. It's me. It's not me, actually, it's the rest of the fuckers, to be honest, as well. It's me as well. Most people don't think like me, but most people ain't got the balls to think like me, man, in my opinion. You can't change what you are. The 70s weren't a fucking accident, mate. You know what I mean? Women weren't allowed to express themselves until Elvis started shaking his hips, and then look what happened in the 60s and 70s. The world became fun and wild and free, in my opinion, and now it's gone back to pre-50s. If this keeps up, mate, the kids out there, the boys, never mind the women, but the boys are going to be fucking sexually frustrated, mate. I'm not talking about anything iffy, I'm just saying in my day, 14-year-old girls were wild, and so were 14-year-old boys, and we went at it like fucking lunatics, and everyone knows that. Anyone who grew up in the 90s knows that, but I'm saying kids with kids, fine. There's nothing worse than fucking with kids, man. I want to make that clear. And yesterday, some cunt, I nearly kicked off in the street yesterday. I was out and about, as I usually am, I fancied a cigarette. I was close to a local park area. There was a geezer and a couple of kids about. I said, I'm not going to come in, folks. I'm just going to have a cigarette out here because I'm fucking tired, or I'm having a little rest. He said, yeah, no problem, mate. Some fucking nosy person walks past and goes, oh, you don't smoke around kids. I said, you want to mind your own business, don't you, mate? And then I thought he was getting at, what are you doing hanging around kids' parks for? I was going to say, wait, if you're calling me a pedo, you're fucking you're fucking with the wrong nigga. And that's in Quentin Tarantino funny sense, as in, you know what I'm saying? It's that funny word that they throw around Django Unchained. This nigga here, there, nigga there. Like I say, it's just a word, man. I'm not racist, I'm too intelligent to be racist, but Django Unchained is fucking funny. Django here's a Freeman. This nigga here, that nigga there. It's just humour. Leo's funny in that shit, man. Jackie Brown, how funny is that? And why is he running? Because it's the same gun and nigga from New York Undercover used. Because of that nigga, only 1250 for this nigga. Big shout out to Sam Jackson. Big shout out to Denzel Washington. Big shout out to Morgan Freeman, talented man. But let me say this. I got to say this Poison about a couple of years back, man. Someone made a racist made a big song and dance about, oh, there was no black actors nominated this year. I don't think anyone else was thinking about that. The person that thought that up is a fucking racist person, because why would you think of such a thing? Maybe Denzel Washington had a year off. Maybe fucking Jack Nicholson was better that year. Maybe there's 1,000 reasons. Maybe it's a fact that there's 70% white actors in Hollywood compared to 30% black ones. Stop pointing at racism and creating it when it isn't there. You're the problem, man. No one's thinking about racism until you fucking keep pointing to it. There was a headline once that said, it's time for a non-white or female Star Wars director. Now, if that's not the most racist, sexist thing I've ever heard, then I'm truly insane. Just saying, man, I'm sober in a minute, and I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing, because rock and roll is what it's all about. And I've made my point as far as that's concerned. Now, I'm a natural born rebel. I ain't gonna change anytime soon. But I'm going to try and keep it more clean, just because I would like to. Because now this is becoming more than me just, why the fuck not? It's becoming important to me now. And I do want to talk to my heroes. I didn't think you could do that. Apparently it's possible to. I want to talk to Rose Namajunas. I think that woman would understand me. She would say, look, mate, you're going fucking too far with all this shit, but you're being true to yourself. That's why I love you, Rose. That's why I love you, Axl Rose. That's why I love Ginger Wildheart. That's why I used to love certain mates of mine, but now they're fucking conformed as well. And it makes me sick. All I want to do is fucking party until I can't do it anymore, because that's my life, and I've accepted at 41. I don't want to live forever. I never did. I shouldn't have got this far. I know that now. Clear as day, because life's too painful for me. I'm one of those addicts that I'm addicted to enjoyment, and I'm allergic to pain, mate. And I'd rather die at 50 with fucking a lot of fun and doing what comes natural, mate. This dick of mine ain't nothing to do with me, do you know what I mean? I don't fucking do anything about it. I'm just a man, mate. It's not my fucking fault. It's biology, man. Blame biology. And for all this offending people, mate, well, if you don't like what you're hearing, you don't have to fucking listen. I went to great lengths to make this channel over adults, and I've put over 50s on it out of sarcasm. But from now on, I'm going to restrict any video that I feel needs restricting. Any video I feel is safe. And I'm saying this to the kids anyway. I want to make a point that you can find fucking soprano scenes with cuntness and fuck that on normal YouTube. I'm not restricted to watch it. So as far as I know, I'll leave it up to the man that runs YouTube, mate. And I want to say, legitimately, thank you, whoever's in control of it, for letting me do this, because you might be saving someone's life. Apparently, life a lot of people care about. I don't really feel that way, because no one's fucking talking to me. I'm too afraid. But I know everyone that's ever met me remembers me, mate. No one's ever accused me of being unoriginal, and that's because I'm a fucking rock and roller through and through. I don't try to be cool, man. I just fucking am, because I'm rock and roll. I don't give a fuck. That's what rock and roll is, man. It's another word for freedom, in my opinion. Again, take it or leave it, folks, but the women's situation is getting serious, man. Why should I be spending thousands and starving to death when I know there's women out there that are as horny as me? They're just too afraid to fucking come out and say it. Well, be discreet, girls. You've got my number, you got my message. Again, free will. Women of 35 and up. I'm looking for real women in their prime that are lonely, like me, and want a bit of fun out of life before it's too late. And I'm going to leave it there. And I can't say fairer than that, man. If you don't like me, then I'm not trying to change your mind or anyone else's mind. I'm seeing free advice from a man that knows a thing or two about a thing or two for people that want to hear it. This isn't for kids or millennials, because there's no getting them back. They're gone. They're conditioned. It's too late for them, in my opinion. But I don't want my nephew growing up thinking it's not alright to fucking fancy a woman when he's 14 and she fancies him and they can't get it on like it's 1950. You need a fucking permission from a father for a kiss on the cheek. I don't think that's right. We're regressing, mate. The 70s was pure liberation. The 80s was badass. The 90s was badass. The early 2000s was alright. 2010 to 2020, poisonous, mate. Give me the Wild West any day of the week. One man's fucking opinion coming from Twickenham, fucking where I'm born and bred. Muhammad Ali, fucking get up your bum. Union Jack, mate. That's been there since I was a kid. Not my choice. This fucking dick of mine's been there since I was 12. Not my fucking choice. I'm sorry, mate, for being a proud fucking man, but I am what I am. And what are you gonna do, eh?